So, in today's video, I want to try a new format for a new show. And I was thinking of calling it the Ponzi Scam Deep Dive, but not always a deep dive. Sometimes it will be updates of current Ponzi scheme already covered show. Now that just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? So, this is not the video I expected to make this week, but I recently received an email, and the email is titled Notice to Legal Department Regarding Video. Now, I don't have a legal department because I'm just one person. But the email says, "Good afternoon. Please find the attached notice regarding your video relating to our client, Payback LTD. Please confirm receipt of this email and the enclosure. Thank you." And so they sent me a PDF attachment from Stuart and Kaplan, PA. And the letter says, notice regarding the shutting down scammers operating in Australia. Something to see, episode 1. Video dated 9/23/23. And that's quite interesting. I'll show you that video in a minute. But the letter states, this letter is written on behalf of our client, Payback LTD, in relation to the September 23, 2023 video published on your page concerning the seizure of our client's website, Payback LTD. And I find it interesting that selection of text is different than the rest of the text. Please be advised that following our office's communication with the authorities, the United States Attorney's Office has returned paybackLTD.com to our client's control to resume their business operations accordingly. The return of the website is indicative of our client's compliance with the applicable United States laws and regulations. As such, the allegations contained in your article are misleading and bordering on libel. And then we change font again. This letter shall serve as a formal notice to remove any mention of our client's company from your publication, as these assertions are causing significant harm to our client's brand and business reputation. Please confirm the receipt of this notice and your compliance with the demands contained herein no later than 48 hours from the date of this correspondence. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Yours truly, Stuart N. Kaplan. Now, I'm not a lawyer. So just to reiterate, this is FBI.gov. Now, I'm not the one that made these claims. The FBI specifically says the web domains were from the following cryptocurrency services: My Chargeback, Payback LTD, and Claim Justice. Special agents with the FBI San Diego field office have seized websites belonging to 3 cryptocurrency recovery services. These seizures come as the FBI continues to crack down on an emerging scam tactic aimed at further defrauding cryptocurrency scam victims. Now, these recovery scams, and I'm going to be very careful with my language here. I've been looking into these recovery scams for over 12 months now. And you can have a look back over my videos and you can see my interactions with Liam Thomas, who claims he's from Payback. Now, whether he is from Payback or not is still to be demonstrated. I'm not sure how I can prove that I was using a brand new phone number, and that phone number and name and email address was only ever given to Payback at that time. And somehow Liam Thomas, who claimed to be from Payback, contacted me knowing all about me being a scam victim. And like I said, I'll be very clear with my language. I cannot prove that Liam Thomas got my information from Payback. If need be, we can contact my telco provider and subpoena the records if need be. Now, one thing that is important that it says in this letter is that paybackLTD.com has been returned to our client's control. And if I go back to paybackLTD.com, there's an automatic redirection in place, and it's just redirected me to us.payback.com. And what it looks like is, it looks like their legitimate logo. It says their site is under maintenance, and here it specifically says, if you've fallen victim to an online scam, we encourage you to contact the authorities. For example, you can contact the FBI by filing a complaint at www.ic3.gov. And it also has a get notified when we resume operations in the the USA, leave your email below. So from the looks of this, they are currently not operating in the US. So I've put up videos talking about how the FBI seized Payback LTD's website, as well as my chargeback and claim justice. I've looked into all three of these, and although I've been asked to take down this video, which I believe is not the video that's in question, we'll get to that. This is what I will do. I will clarify that it appears that Payback now have control back over their original domain, payback-ltd.com. It appears that the FBI seizure of their website has come to an end and the domain has been handed back to Payback LTD. Now, this legal letter specifically says the return of the website is indicative of our client's compliance with applicable United States laws and regulations. Now, I would suggest that the return of the website is indicative of the FBI's lack of evidence, or more specifically, lack of conclusive evidence to show that these guys are running a scam. So let's come back to the video listed here, and I'll click this link. This is the video, same title, Shutting Down Scammers Operating in Australia, Something to See, episode 1, and you can see the URL here is the same as the one in the document. So let me just start this from the beginning.
Good afternoon and welcome to Something to See, the only show on YouTube where we go over what you may have missed in Nothing to See. Does that make sense? So we started the week with a call to Microsoft on a phone line that was probably the worst phone line in human history.
Thank you for calling technical support. How may I help you?
And before long, he had me visit a site like this and enter a code. That gave him access to my computer.
That code is 28791.
28791.
I'm not going to play the whole video. I'll leave a link to this one down below. You're welcome to go and watch it. But this video is not even about Payback. This video is about some scammers out of Kolkata pretending to be Microsoft and PayPal and have nothing to do with Payback LTD. So now I will leave links to my interaction with Payback, as well as the video that I believe is the one that they are complaining about. And you can make your own mind up. But the request for me to take down this video that has nothing to do with Payback is not going to happen. You can throw as many lawyers' letters at me as you want, but I'm not taking down this video that has nothing to do with Payback. So, Payback LTD, you are welcome to contact me again with the correct video that you want to complain about, and we will have a discussion. If I've said something wrong, I'm happy to retract it. But if you want me to take down a video where I've reported on the state of a company's website and I've reported on a press release from the FBI, these are facts. This is not opinion. This is a fact that the FBI put out a release on the 11th of September, just over a month and a half ago, as I'm recording this now. And they specifically mention Payback LTD. This is a fact. You want to threaten me for reporting on fact, and I will clarify. Their domain has been returned to them. If you visit payback-ltd.com, you will be redirected to a page like this. So you can threaten me all you like. I don't play that way. If you want to have a proper conversation, send me an email. Let's discuss this. I give you the opportunity to explain what's going on. I give you the opportunity to explain what happened when I contacted you and then had Liam Thomas get onto my computer and try and steal my money. He literally cleared out my bank account. Well, tried to anyway. Amir Giva or Edward Manning, allegedly, make that clear, Daniel Puleb, I invite you or a representative from Payback LTD to contact me. Let's have a discussion like normal, civilized people. I'm a reasonable person. I'm not here trying to shut down legitimate business. I'm not trying to warn people to stay away from legitimate business. My offer to have a conversation is there. You know my contact information, and I will tag you in this video so you'll know this video has come out. Send me an email. Let me know what you want to do. But as it stands, my response right now is that video that has nothing to do with Payback is staying up. If you want to complain about another video, you're welcome to do that, and I'll address that when that happens. So we had a little bit of a win this week. Now, if you haven't seen last week's video, I'll leave a link to that one down below. I do recommend you go and watch it because we touched on some of the activities of SQ States. And here we are on Facebook on the SQ States Team group. And at the time of recording this, there's a post from the admin, Ray Seeger, 2 days ago. Warning, false error message. SQ was informed immediately and it was acted on immediately. Good afternoon. We are currently dealing with this problem because it occurs on time and only occurs when using the browser Opera and Mozilla. This is related to DDoS attacks by competitors and threats against SQ States. The contractors have already been identified and the legal department has filed complaints with the cyber police. This will last up to early December 2024, when the court will then decide to oblige hosting providers and external services to remove such information according to the court ruling. Thank you for your promptness and openness. We greatly value your communication. When you click allow, the message disappears. The site is, however, that a warning is coming for sure. I don't quite understand what that was meant to say. This was originally written in German and I'm using the translate on Facebook. But when you went to their new website, sq-states.com, you received this message. And I believe the same thing came up with sq-states-team.de. Now, I don't know what caused this. It literally says fake versions of MetaMask, secret recovery phase or password theft, malicious transactions resulting in stolen assets. So here is a screenshot that was taken on the 24th at 1:22 p.m. Australian Eastern Time from VirusTotal. And you can see the sec lookup flagged this website as malicious. Now, the website sq-states.com now today on the 26th at the time of recording this video is no longer flagged as malicious. So their website appears to be back up and functioning. The original sq-states.com is flagged as suspicious by Gridinsoft. The sq-states-team.de is flagged as malicious by Before AI Precrime. Now, the reason for these flags, I do not know whether they were reported or whether these systems have detected fraud happening on that domain. I do not know. So whether this is a false error or not, I can't say. Anything that disrupts the operations of an alleged scam. So this post 20 hours ago from admin Ray Seeger. Recently, our domain sq-states.com was temporarily designated as a potential phishing site. They contacted MetaMask. All restrictions have been lifted and the website is now fully accessible. He also claims we have recently been exposed to a wave of attacks where malicious actors attempted to harm our company by launching DDoS attacks, spreading false information and attempting to extort us for money. So I wonder if they see my videos. If you do see this video, I'll make that very clear. I'm not extorting anyone for money. Can't believe I have to say that. And my intent is to not spread false information, but to warn people when others are potentially spreading false information. Now, in last week's video, I went through this article. So just to make sure that everyone is aware, if you're considering investing with SQ States, this is the Financial Conduct Authority from the UK warning people against that. Now, SQ States have recently moved to Hong Kong, although they haven't updated their Facebook information, have recently moved to Hong Kong. So whether they remain under the UK jurisdiction or not, I'd probably say not. So this is findanupdate.company-information.service.gov.uk, and this is the corporate record for SQ States. And as you can see with the big red exclamation mark, confirmation statement overdue. So it seems that they did not keep up with their reporting in the UK. Let's just make that very clear. This is not something that I have seen SQ States talk about at all. Anyone, any representative of SQ States, whether it be the SQ States Deutsch team or SQ States themselves, no one has addressed this. We have recently been exposed to a wave of attacks where malicious actors attempted to harm our company by launching DDoS attacks, spreading false information, and attempting to extort us for money. I just want to know why the UK Financial Conduct Authority put a warning about your company. That's all. That's not false information on my side. You can go through my SQ States videos. The other claim I made is that it looks like a Ponzi scheme. There is nothing that demonstrates where these guaranteed returns are coming from, how they can guarantee a return on investment when anyone should know that all investment comes with risk. So guaranteed return, no risk, that raises big red flags. Where does this money come from? So they specifically say when you receive this warning, click allow, the message disappears. Now, all of these companies like Virus Total, companies like Before AI Pre-Crime, all these companies that are working hard to make the internet a safer place, we can't help you if you bypass all the warnings. So when you see a warning like this, even if it is a false positive, make sure you take it seriously. And I just wanted to end on this post from 23 hours ago. SQ States LTD remains steadfast in its commitment to fulfilling promises and ensuring investor satisfaction. Our actions consistently reflect this dedication, and we are focused on providing even more opportunities and growth for success. Further down it says, this change aligns with our goal to make our services more accessible and beneficial for all investors, like not being able to comment on any of their social media. Even on Twitter, they have blocked comments. When someone closes off all criticism, when someone tries to silence their critics, that should be a big red flag. And one other thing I wanted to mention is I found this group called VIP Lifestyle, and when we scroll down, we can see posts from Bert Schmitz about SQ States. There's another one. And when we look at people, there's 5 admins and moderators. Shall I read them out? Silky Bush, Bert Schmitz, SQ States, Bert Cryptex, and Rudolph Fiedler. Now, but it just blows my mind that an SQ States Facebook page is an admin of this group. So is Bert Schmitz and Rudolph Fiedler really the people behind this SQ States thing? Or is this SQ States account run by a different person? That's the question, isn't it? But whichever is the answer, I don't think it looks very good. This is World Liberty Financial, inspired by Donald J. Trump. Shape a new era of finance. Be defiant. And one thing I want to point out is the fine print here I thought was very interesting. It says, none of Donald J. Trump, any of his family members, or any director, officer, or employee of the Trump Organization, DT Marks DeFi LLC, or any of their respective affiliates is an officer, director, founder, or employee of World Liberty Financial or its affiliates. So from reading that, it sounds like that Donald Trump or his family are neither an officer, director, founder, or employee at World Liberty Financial. Let's just make that clear. Let's see the token. And of course we live outside the US. Shape a new era of finance. Be defiant. So it's the 27th of the 10th, 12:13 Australian Eastern Time, and currently 949.7 million tokens have been sold for 1.5 cents each. On the 20th, at around about this same time, I took this screenshot. 898.51 tokens have been sold. So in 7 days, about 50 million tokens have been sold. In the last 7 days. According to Twitter, on the 16th of October, Donald Trump posted, today's the day. So in the first 4 days, they sold nearly 900 million tokens. And in the preceding 7 days, they sold 50 million. So interest has dropped off pretty quick.
Big news, the World Liberty Financial Token sale is now live. Crypto is the future. Let's embrace this incredible technology and lead the world in digital economy. Go to worldlibertyfinancial.com.
Big news! World Liberty Financial. It's now gone live. So let's do a little bit of math. I know we all love math. So according to this page, 949,700,000 tokens have been sold. And if we multiply that by 1.5 cents, that's $14 million. 14 million! And just to clarify, we have a total supply of 20 billion. If we multiply that by 1.5 cents, that's $300 million. So I want you to remember that number. 300 billion. Transaction 10 minutes ago. So if we scroll down, we can meet our team. Now, let's just be clear that the Trumps are neither employees or officers or really have anything to do with this coin. Meet our team, Donald J. Trump, Chief Crypto Advocate. Meet our team, Eric Trump, Web3 Ambassador. Meet our team, Donald Trump Jr. Let's just make it clear. Donald Trump or any of his family are either director, officer, founder, or employee, right? No, they're just spokespeople for it. So like all good quality crypto projects, they have a white paper, except Donald Trump calls it a gold paper. I read through this is insane. Alright, so part 6, the WLFI token. The sole utility of holding WLFI is governance of the WLF protocol. WLFI will be fully functional for its governance utility at the time of completion of the token sale. WLFI provides no right of return or other distribution. All WLFI will be non-transferable and locked indefinitely in a wallet or smart contract until such time, if ever, WLFI are unlocked through protocol governance in a fashion that does not contravene applicable law. So anyone who buys these tokens, from my understanding, won't be able to sell them. They will be locked indefinitely. So this is where things get interesting. We have a total supply of 100 billion. So 100 billion multiplied by 1.5 cents per token. They are valuing this at $1.5 billion. This crypto token is valued at $1.5 billion. Now, their anticipated token distribution, 35% is for the token sale. So out of their 100 billion, their token sale is 20 billion. That's fucking 20%, not 35%. So, can World Liberty Financial actually do math? So coming back to the gold paper, 32.5% will be kept for community growth and incentives, whatever that means. 30% is kept for initial supporter allocation, whatever that means. And 2.5% is kept for the team and advisors. So that's obviously these people. They put it down that they're only going to take 2.5%. But the vagueness of the other, the other 60 odd percent doesn't make any sense. So let's just come back. Remember, if you buy these tokens, they will be locked indefinitely. So, who can sell these tokens? Well, obviously World Liberty Financial can sell them, can't they? So now I'm going to come back to that fine print that says that Donald Trump and DT Marks DeFi and the Trump family are not employees or officers or directors. However, DT Marks DeFi LLC, a Delaware limited liability company, and its affiliates and or subsidiaries has received or may receive compensation for services provided to World Liberty Financial. Now, I don't know, when I receive compensation for services provided to an organization, that tends to be, all right, I get. They can be an independent contractor and not necessarily classified as an employee. They're definitely not employees. Even though they work for them and get paid by them, they're not employees. We'll just make that clear. Also, if this DeFi protocol ever happens, World Liberty Financial agrees that DT Marks DeFi LLC will receive 22.5 billion WLFI tokens and a right to receive 75% of the net protocol revenues. So, World Liberty Financial agrees that Donald Trump's LLC will receive 22.5 billion tokens and 75% of the revenue generated by the DeFi protocol, if it ever happens, which I'm very doubtful. It also says AMG has the right to receive 7.5 billion tokens and 25% of net protocol revenue. So, from my understanding, this project is doomed from the start. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but if this decentralized finance platform ever comes to fruition, 75% of protocol revenue goes to Donald Trump, 25% goes to AMG. The token holders get nothing. If you're buying these tokens expecting to receive a share of the profit from this protocol once it goes live, if it ever goes live, you're going to get nothing. So what you're buying is non-transferable and locked indefinitely tokens until such time, if ever, the tokens are unlocked through protocol governance. $1.4 million is made out of this so far, and you can't sell not one of your tokens. Why would you buy this? Unless you specifically want to support Donald Trump, which I have to say, America, if you need help, blink twice. What's going on over there? Oh, this is insane. At least it doesn't seem like it's too popular. Alright, so I just had to do this little recording. I literally was about to upload this video and I thought I'd come to grab this picture because I thought it would be a good thumbnail. And I noticed, look at the token sales, 329.87 million. And so here is DaVinci Resolve. And this is the video that I was literally just about to upload. I've already delivered this and everything, so now I have to do it all again. But look, 949. Now it's 329. Are they issuing refunds or are they faking the numbers? What's going on? How did the amount of tokens sold go down? It's just insane. I don't understand it. Okay, now I've just finished the first cut of that video and I'm going to go back over it and make sure it all looks good. But hey, episode 2. Who would have thought it? Now there's a lot of stuff that happened this week that didn't actually make it into this video. So, reminder to everyone, we have a Discord link down below. You're welcome to see what goes on our Discord. Also, I've started using Blue Sky Social. So if you're on that platform, there's a link down below. You can follow us there and see what's going on. Get some behind the scenes stuff and content that doesn't make it into the weekly video. And as usual, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your wonderful support and we'll catch you in the next one.
Shape a new era of finance and defiant. Now what does that mean?